Welcome aboard. I'm Captain Jake, and you know what time it is. Time for us to get the 4-engine bomber fired up and headed to a target in Germany, and hopefully we'll get all of our crew members back in one piece. So, let's review from last mission. We were on mission number 10. Before that, I'd like to welcome in any new subscribers taking a gander at these. I enjoy the heck out of this because of the tactile feel. Otherwise, normally it's all mouse and keyboard on the computer. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. So, the last time we went to Antwerp, we had a really good bombing mission with 60% of the target hit. We had a wonderful time. Let's see, LW. I can't remember what the LW stood for. He's got 5. Tail gunner has 2. Our engineer has 1. And our bombardier has 1 also. So I don't know why it's not going to say +1. I don't know what this is left. I don't know what that means. So, like I say, the only people we've lost is our navigator was killed, or really severely wounded. Our starboard waist, Paul, who was replaced by Eastman at mission number 2. He is staying with us. Otherwise, the crew is all the same. No changes. But the big change today, we are going on to mission number 11. Mission 11, we have a large group of targets that we can choose from. So we're going to have to find out where we're going. So, as we always do, this will be mission number 11, and this bomber, mission number 11, and we are the Majestic Reaper. Hopefully that proves true until we get back. So we'll put away the composite mission record. We'll put that away and go back to that at the end of the mission. And so grabbing no charts here, and we are using the sequence of events, otherwise known as sequence of play, by Lee Barlow. I'd like to give him credit because this is super handy. So first thing we're going to do is determine where we're going, target. And we are now on the G3 table, which is mission number 11 through 25. So, with that roll, and just to review, the red one is 10s, and the white one is 1s. So, if we have to roll 2 die, that, for example, would be 52. If we don't have to roll 2 die like that, that's a 7. So, let's go ahead and find out where we're going today. And it is 36. 36 on our list here is Lorient. Uh-oh. Oh, my God. It's a U-boat pens. Well, we couldn't end up with any worse, I guess. Well, pretty close, because that is, we add 1 to the die roll for flak occurrence over the target zone. So we got to do +1 for flak. So let's go ahead and put this. We have Lorient, and the type is U-boats. U-boat pens at Lorient. So, let's find out where that is. We'll have to move this. And let's see. Lorient. Here it is. We are going over here. That will be in zone 5 and 6, which we get no fire cover for. So, this is a big one. So, we're going here after the U-boats. So, I'm going to move this back up. All right, now we're going to do our formation position, which is G4 table, and we're going to roll with 2 die, and they're just added up. So first off, our position, we end up with a 6. 6 is in the middle, and then we roll 1 die. for our squadron position. Let's go. Come on, middle. Oh, no, it's high. I already know it's high. We're high. The good news is it doesn't get a -1 or a +1. It's just a straight, it's kind of good. Which isn't real great, but kind of good. All right. So that's what we got. Now we did that. Now let's get our zone information here. So we're going to look at Lorient. And according to this is a -2 over water, a -1 over water, -1 over water, a 0 over France, and a 0 over France. So that will help determine our fighter waves. Not good. So we are ready. We have done our pre-flight checks, and we are now ready to go. So we take off, climb up, join up with our formation, and we are now in Zone 1. So now we go off to Zone 2. We're going to determine our fighter cover, which is G5. We roll 1 die for that one. 4. That makes it a fair for Zone 2. Fair. Fighter cover. That's pretty good. Then we're going to roll for our attacking waves, which is, flip this over, is B1 or B2. We are B1 because we're over a non-designated zone. So, and this is where they get modified. So let's go ahead and roll a 6. Wonderful. That is a 2. Specify fighter defense. Oh, that's minus the waves. So we got a 6. Boy, starting off just wonderful. So we got a 6. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, now we're going to specify the fighters that are attacking us. B3 for each wave, and we have 2 waves. So we got to move this over here, and we roll 2 die, and that is a 10. So that's a 44. Okay, we have 2 190s, 12 high. Okay, so we zone. I'm going to see if I can mark these a little bit better. Zone 2, we have 190s. Okay, we have 190. We have one at 12 o'clock high. He's fully on the board. Then we have 2, I'm sorry, what did I say? 2 190s. Then we have a 12 low, which is off the board. And then we have a 109 level at 130. Wow. Level at 130. Wow, it's just amazing how this has turned to crap. We are in Zone 2. And we have 110 6 low. So that's a low. We'll put it right here since I'm using this as my to be able to write on, but he is low. That's 1 wave. Now we roll again for the next wave. And we got a 15. Oh my God. 15 is 5 190s. I don't know if we got enough 190s. Okay, we got 112 high. 1 at 1030 level. 9 level. 6 high. And a vertical dive, B. So that's first wave is, and I need to write that down. That was 44. That was number 44. And this one was number 15. All right. So, did I have enough? Oh, I did not have a vertical. So just so we remember the vertical, we'll put turn him over, and that will just make sure that we know that it's a 190, so we don't forget about him. All right. So that's for each wave. Now we fighter cover defense. We're going to do M4. So we do that for each wave. So we're going to go over here to our M4, and we are under fair conditions. So we roll our 1 die. Come on, now we could use that. Oh, wrong one. We could use that 6. Let's go. 2. That's a 0 if I'm not mistaken. Yep. We ran off nobody. We might make it to zone 2, and that is it. Okay, so fighter defense, nothing. Now we're going to do defensive fire M1. All right, so let's look at right here. High, we have a 2 that can shoot. We needed a 6. We don't have any level, but we do have 1 low, ball and nose, so that's still 6s. And it says, notes if it's 190, regardless of any modifiers in effect, a roll of 6 is always a hit. If the result was a hit, move table. If the ace gunner credited with 5 kills, add 1 to all defensive fire rolls. So that's good, because we do have our ball turret here. Let's put our ball turret here. We'll put an ace indication. So we got none here. So what we're doing here is we're looking at it's 130 high. No, that's a 222. Then we got 130 level, which just is 1 gun. Well, it doesn't matter because we didn't run anybody off, so they're all coming in. So disregard that. What we're going to do is, so we don't mess this up, we're going to give us some indications of who's shooting at what, and we'll move them as we shoot. Yep. All right. 2 more, I think. Or is that blank? Yep, that's 1. And port. Okay. So now what we do is we're going to assign defensive fire against the fighters, M1 and M2. Well, we already know who gets to shoot at what. So then the German fighter attacks, which is on M3. So first one is, the first wave is a 190 high. So high, we have a 6. So top turret fires. Oh, need this. Top turret fires. So we mark off on him. He fires. Top turret fires at him, and he needs a 6, and he misses. We'll just fire at the next guy as long as he's right there. Top turret's going to fire at the second guy as he comes in. And a 5, and he misses. So those guys are good. And I think top turret and, let's see, high, and the nose. So top turret is fired twice, and the nose is going to fire twice. All right. So the nose shoots at him. Missed. Nose shoots at him again, and another miss. Nobody's hit anything. So this one is a 190 low. 190 low at 12 o'clock low. So ball turret and the nose. So our ball turrets and our nose again. We have an ace. So we add 1 to all the and the nose, all to the die roll. Okay, so roll for the nose first. Let me make sure here. Low, yeah, all 6s. Missed. Ball turret gets a +1. Ooh, good. +1. He gets a hit on this guy. So now we roll to find out what kind of shape that guy's in. which is done on this table. 1, 2, we got damage but continues to attack at a -1. Damage and breaks off after this attack. He attacks at -2. A 5 or a 6, he's destroyed. Twin guns, which is a ball, we add +1 to the die roll, except against and FW-190. Okay. It says all damage die rolls against 190s are -1 unless the firing gun has a twin gun, then roll damage normally. So, there you go. So we're going to roll here 1 die, and let's see what we end up with. A 4. 4 + 1 is 5. Oh, fighter destroyed. He is down. Thank goodness. Okay, so we have to make a note of that. Let's see, 190. He blew up. So now what we're going to do is let's go for this guy, which is a 109 at 130. I got these charts in my hand. I don't need them. Okay, 130 level. Starboard cheek. He shoots and misses. So he's safe. They're safe. This guy is at 1030 level. Any modifiers here? No. What am I doing here? Let me see. -2. I think I screwed this all up. Yeah, I did screw that up. This -2 means the net would be, because of what we rolled, which was a 6 -2, which is 4. And that then becomes only 1 fighter wave. So let's take, I'll put 15 on. Let's take 44 here, which was was the first one. We'll leave that one. 15 was the second. We had 5 190s. We had high, so we get back some shooting here. 1030 level. He's never arrived. 9 level, never arrived. 6 high, never arrived. Come on. And let's see, 6 high, 9 level, and then this guy. So that changes the structure here just a tad, because we rolled a 44, and our 44 was 2 190s, 12 high, 12 low, which we blew up, a 190 at 130 level. So he was at 130, 190 level, okay, at 130, and a level 110, let's see, high, low, we blew up, level, and then low. So he is now low. All right, so we blew up this guy. Sorry about that. I screwed that all up. Blew up this guy. These 2 guys we fired at with no luck. So now the only one we got left is him. Well, we'll just arbitrarily take away top turret and 1 nose. And we'll just take that away. Nose is twice. Yes, that's good. Okay. So now we have 6 o'clock low. Let's see here. Always roll 6 and 6. What is that? Was it 6 low? Yeah, 110 at 6 low. 6 low, we have the ball turret and the tail gun. There's a whole lot better odds. Plus, the ball turret gunner gets a +1, which is he'd have to roll a 1 not to hit him. So we have the ball turret is shooting at him, and the tail. And now those are both twins. So there we go. So we're going to fire at this guy with the tail MG. Well, let's do this. Let's fire with him at the ball turret. That way, if he does blow up, we don't have to shoot the other one. Okay, ball turret fires at the 110 low. There's no other modifiers. And it is 110 low, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So, only way he gets in is if we roll a 1. 6. He is destroyed. Ball gunner gets his number 2, gets a second kill. So he got 110. Wow. Hopefully he doesn't die at any time throughout this. So I'm going to put these over here just off to the side. All right, there we go. I think we're all caught up now. I think we got it correct. Sorry about that. Sometimes because it's every other week, sometimes I forget. Okay, so we don't worry about that. We resolved the defensive fire, which we did. Then the German attacks M3. All right, so we go to our M3 here. We roll 1 die per fighter. And regardless of modifiers, a roll of 6 is always as a result of a hit. Go to table B4 to determine number of shells hitting the 17. Fighters which don't score hits are removed from the board. All right, so no modifiers. We're coming in with that 190, and he is at high. He needs a roll of 5 or a 6 to hit me. 4. He misses. He is out. Gets removed from play. Now we're getting really lucky. Now we're coming in at the 130 here. 130. 5 or a 6 again. 3. He misses. Whew, wow. Thank goodness for good favors. Oh, man. I'm glad we got that all worked out. So now we have the German fighter attacks. We've done that. Shell hits, don't worry about it. We don't have any successful attacks. So now we move the bomber. So here we go. We're moving out to Zone 3 on our way to Lorient. And that is, let me get rid of that 15. That's a -1 to the fighter waves. So we check our, our fighter cover. So let's roll 1 die for a fighter cover, and let's hope for something besides fair. And let me see here. There we go. 1. That is poor in Zone 3. I guess the 38s and the 47s can't find me. So he is poor. So now we're going to roll for fighter cover in the zone. Okay, roll for the attacking waves on B1 or B2. All right, we're B1 again, and it's a -1. So here we go. We're rolling, and we got a 1. -1 is 0. No waves. We are safe again for fighter cover. Thank goodness. All right, now we're going to move right on. Zone 4, which is our last place that we got fighter cover. We roll for our fighter cover, and it's poor again. All right, and 4 is, let me put this is 0, and -1 here also. Well, let's roll another 1, please. 2 -1 is 1, which is, again, none because it's a non-zone. So, 0. All right, so now we're moving into an area where it's zeros, which is not good. We are now flying our first mission outside of fighter cover. So here we're moving on to Zone 5. We don't have to worry about fighter cover. We get to roll for attacking waves. Again, on B1. So there's no, again, 1, 2 is 0. A 6 is 2 waves. And anything else is 1. A 4. 4 is 2 waves. none of them get moved off. So this was 2. All right, so we got 2 waves coming in at us. So I'll move that over to here. And now we got the number of waves. Now we're going to specify the fighters in each wave, which we got schmuckled last time. So we rolled 2 die again. And it looks like it's going to be 20-something. 26. So let's go to 26. Oh, no attackers in that wave. Sweet. All right. C. All fighters are driven off by other 17s. We're not out of formation. So we roll for the second wave. Hopefully we get as lucky. And that is 32. 32. We got 2 190s, 1030 high, and 3 o'clock level. All right, 1030 high and 3 o'clock level. We don't have to worry about running anybody off. So here we'll go to the 1030 level first. 1030 is the port cheek zone. Really? 1030 level is only the port cheek? Starboard waist can't shoot at him? Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong airplane. Sorry. Here's 1030. Yeah, that makes sense. The port cheek. So what the hell? I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, so we'll mark off 1 at the port cheek. Okay. The darn camera stopped again. Supposedly, if you're filming with my type of camera, you should be able to get like 25 minutes because it's a hard set, something to do with the EU, etc., etc. But I digress. So, because of that, I set a timer to make sure that we could see it. And I could not miss it, I should say, and not end up with it accidentally stopping. Stopped anyway. Stopped anyway. We had just put fighters here at 10:30, and I do believe, let's see, what was that? 2 fighter waves. Can't remember what it was. What was it, 23, something like that? High level, 3 high. Oh, it wasn't that. It could have been that. No, it wasn't that. Anyway, everybody went through. Either missed or the ball gunner got another kill. He blew up another 190. You'll have to take my word for it because obviously I don't have the video on it. I wish it would stop doing that. It seems like every video I make, for some reason, this stupid thing stops. And even got a timer set. But oh well, I got to make sure that the big red dot stays there. So we still haven't got hit, and now we're moving on to the next one, which is now we're over Lorient. So now that we're over Lorient, where we have no fighter cover, we have to roll for fighter waves. We are over the target area. Okay, poor or bad weather. We have to find out the weather over the target. So where is this? Here we go. All right, weather over the targets. Yeah, where is that sucker? It's around here somewhere. I'll find it. Well, you can't find it, so I guess I have to find it. There's the bomb run. Affected weather. There we go. Weather over the target zone. All right, we have a roll of, we rolled 2 die. Oh, missed one. And we ended up with a 3. A 3 says poor. It says here, both poor and bad weather cause a -1 on the B-2 number of German fighter waves in designated target zone. -1 on the Flak over the target, and a -1 on table M4 for fighter cover. Well, we don't have fighter cover, so let's go to targets. Weather over the target was poor, but we're going to take a shot at it anyway. So We have poor, and let's see here. It's a -1, and well, it's a -1 for everything. So now we're going to roll for the number of waves, and we're not doing flak. So we have a -1 for here. We're going to roll for the number of waves, and now we roll 1 again. 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So we got 1 fighter wave. And what else does it say? It says, okay, a -1 on the O2. So this is a -1 here for weather. All right. And then the fighter defense cover, B2. Nope. Okay. We're good. So now we got to roll. Well, we did roll. We ended up with a 2 minus 1. Still gives us 1 fighter wave. So, here we go. We'll roll for the fighter wave over the target. And 55. Not good. I have a feeling. Not good. Not good. Not good. All right. We got a 190 at 12 low. 3 109s. 12 level. 12 high. And 1030 level. All right. Well, there we go. And let's see. -1 for the weather. And what else? Was there something out of the rule for as far as when they're attacking me? Let's see here. -1 on table B2, number of flak fighter waves designated target zone. We did that. -2 the flak table. Okay. And a -1 on the table for fighter defense. Okay. Otherwise, we get normal rolls. All right. So let's start with the 1030. 1030 level. Got the port cheek again. He fires. He has to roll a 6 to hit. 1. Big time miss. Now we have the 190 low, which is 190 low. 12 o'clock low, sorry. 12 low. 12 low. Okay, we got the ball turret and a nose. Yes, my ball turret guy. All right, there. And the ball turret gives him a chance to get another one. And where's the tail? No, there's the nose. Okay, we got him for the nose, and then we got the ball turret. So the nose is firing. And low. And the nose needs to get a 6. 1. Big time miss for the nose. And now the ball turret, which is a +1. 5 + 1 is 6. Fighter destroyed. Wow. 190. He's gotten 4 kills so far in this mission. He's not leaving anything for anybody else. So that's good. Because he was the heavy fighter. So now we have the level. 12 level. We have the nose and the top turret. I'll go back to the nose again and the top turret. And that's on level, huh? Yep. Both of them have to roll 6s, no modifiers. Miss. And a miss. So they both miss. Now we have, let's go back to the nose, top turrets, and now we have 12 high, which again is the nose, and the top turret. And the nose, we're on the bomb run, so we know it's got to be the navigator that shoots. Okay, so nose, wrong one. Nose. Nose takes a shot. 3, miss. Top turret, double guns. Let's get something. 6. Boom, blew him up. Goodbye, 109. So we come over here to our top turret or engineer, 1109. So sweet. Now, if nobody gets killed, that would be great. And then we got Flak, etc., etc. Well, anyway, we got a lot to go on to yet. So now we do the German offensive fire. We have 12 level. We need a 5 or a 6. And there is no modify. I'm looking to make sure. Poor weather, -1 on the bomb run, and a -1 on the landing roll on the table. Oh, well, we don't have to worry about that. So poor weather causes a -1. So, yeah, -1 for the weather. We got that. -1 number of German fighter waves. -1 for the flak. And -1 for table. So, okay, well. So we got the 190. He's coming in. No modifiers. He needs to roll a 5 or 6 to hit me. Missed. Passes through. Tail gunner shoots at him, which I forgot to do earlier, but that's okay. He was asleep back there. Tail gunner fires. And he has to roll a 6 to hit him. Missed. So he continues on and heads home because he missed. Here we come at 1030 level. Port cheek is the only one that can fire. Port cheek. And he shoots. Misses. Oh, I'm sorry. Port cheek. He misses, yes. It was a 4. He misses. Boom, he passes through. No shots. All right, so now, next is flak. And our flak, we have a +1 for flak, but we have a -1 for weather. Make sure the attacks number of fighters, shell location. All right. Now we do flak over the target. We got O's. All right, flak over the target. We roll 1 die. When determining the amount of flak, we do whatever. Okay, we got this. And we have a -1 and a +1, which is straight up roll. 1. No flak. Wow. I'll take it. No flak. Now we go on the bomb run. Wow. Bomb run. Wow. Now we need to find out 1 die roll to find out whether we're on target or off target. And we are a -1 because of the weather. 2 - 1 is 1. That's off target. So that's OT off target. And bombing accuracy off target. We get our percentage here. We roll 2 die. And that is 11. 11. 5%. Hey, we hit it. In poor weather, so I can't complain there. So now we turn around. We do not have to deal with any more flak, just fighters on the way out. Messed up, and I rolled, and I forgot to hit start. We will eventually, I swear, we will eventually get this where it actually works every single time without me looking kind of stupid. But, hey, I'm new at this, so hey, what the hell. So, this is what we ended up with. We ended up with 1 fighter wave. We had 109 at 12 high, 130 high, and 3 o'clock high. So let's go ahead and do 3 o'clock high. We have the top turret and the starboard waist. And there's no modifier for weather on that one for shooting at them. Let's see. It's only fighter defenses. All right. So starboard waist and top. Starboard waist and top turrets. Yes. Okay. So starboard waist needs a 6 to hit him. Missed. No hit for the starboard waist. Okay, top turret fires. top turret can get a 4, 5, or a 6 and hit him, and he shoots 5. He hits him. So now we determine what happens here. And what did it say something about the M2 table? No, it did not. So now we take a look here at our table. We are firing with a twin gun. We add +1, except for against the FW-190. So he's a 109. So we add +1. So a 4, 5, or 6, and we destroy that fighter. And 4, boom! He's gone. Sorry, sound effects. I can't help it. And top turrets fires. Top turrets. It's the engineer. He got another 190. 109. So he's gotten 2 kills so far. Now we have the 130 level. And that is just the starboard cheek. So a starboard cheek goes on him. He rolls 5. Does not get any modifiers. So that is a miss. Real close though. Oh, just double checking. Nope. So he got him. Now we have the 12 o'clock high. We have the top turret again. I know we just had the top turret and the nose, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So now the bomb run is over. We put the bombardier on the gun because the navigator is trying to get us home. So first one is the nose fires. 4, he missed. Top turret fires. And let me see. What is the top turret? Engineer, he only had 1 +3, not 5 yet. So it's a straight up roll. 3, he missed. All right, both of these fighters get to shoot at me. So let's move this out of the way. German fighters attack. 130, high, level, or low. 5 or 6, he hits me. 5. Ooh, damn. 130 hit. Okay. And we'll take this one. And that is 12. He 5 or 6 also for that one. 1, he missed. He goes through. Well, that's not too bad. He goes through. So we got a hit. Now, what does it say? We hadn't got a hit before. Number of German fighters shell hit. We go to B4. B4, shell hits by area. He's coming in from the 130 area. I'll get it. 190, no. Fighters the enemy, no. Add 1, no. Okay, nope. We just roll 2 die and just add them up. And we're looking at a 7. It looks like 1 shell hit. 1 shell. All right, so he's got 1 shell hit. Now we're going to determine the hit location, which is B5. And we are attacked from 130, and he is level. And we roll 2 die. Ooh, 11. That doesn't sound good. Oh, no, 11. Superficial damage. But he did hit me. Now we get to roll for him. He gets another attack. So this was superficial. Okay. So superficial. Now he gets a successive attack, B6. Find out where he comes from. Roll 2 die for each fighter. We got 1, we roll 2, and we end up with 7. He is now 12 o'clock high. And we already know that's going to be the nose and the top turret. So And 12 o'clock high. It's got to be a 6. He rolls, missed. Top turret rolls, and a miss. They both miss. Now, we find out whether he hits us. We are 12. He needs a 5 or a 6 to hit us again, and he rolled a 3. He misses. Because he misses, he passes through. Tail gunner shoots at him. Starboard waist. Shoot. What was I marking off? He's shot at least twice. We'll say 3 times just to be safe. All right. So, the tail shoots, and he rolls a 3, and he misses. But this guy missed on this attack, and he is out of there. We are no longer over the target area. We are heading back. We are in 5, but you'll notice 5 has no modification, and we have no fighter cover for 5. So we're going to roll for the number of waves on B1 table. And let's see here. Nope, flak and weather, those are taken care of. This one's done. Just looking here. All right. No modifiers. Okay, 1 or 2, no waves. And we roll 5 home. That's 1 wave. And the wave is 2. That's number 2. All right, that's 11. It's 11. And that is 190, 6 o'clock high. So 6 o'clock high. Now we assign our shots. Okay. Oh, good. Our radio room gets to shoot this time. So we got the radio rooms firing at him. Tail gun is firing at him. And the top turret. They are all at high. So let's go ahead and roll. Radio room needs a 6 to hit him. Missed. Too bad. All right. Now, tail gunner shoots. Tail guns is a 4, 5, or a 6 is a hit. 3. He misses. 4, 5, or 6 for the top turret. So let's see. Radio room missed. Tail missed. Top turret fires. He misses. Holy mackerel. Well, they made it all through that one, though, didn't they? So next, he is going to be attacking, and we will see what he hits me with. Okay, German fighter attacks M3. All right, so we have a 6 o'clock. This is not good. He is 6 o'clock high. 3, 4, 5, or 6 hits me. So just count on being hit. 6. All right, he hits me. Now we see the number of shells that he hit me with. B4. Okay, B4, and that is 6. And we roll 2 die, and it's going to be a lot. And we're talking 5. 5 is going to be 3. 3 shell hits. Well, that's its. So this is 6. 6 high. We have 3 shells. All right. 3 shells hit us. Then we go to the pink, and then we go B5 to find out where it hit us. So we're looking at attack from 6 o'clock. He is high, and we roll 2 die for each hit. Let's make sure, yes. 2 die for each hit. First one is a 7. Hits the tail. We go to, just in case he hits. Yeah, let's see. He's firing all at once. We'll roll them all first. Okay, that was the first one. Second one is 5. That is also the tail. And next, and that's a 4. Oh, wow, that's also the tail. So all 3 hits went to the tail. So now we know where it went. Now we go to the pink and blue cards. Tail. Where's the tail? Tail section. Here we go. All right, now we're going to find out where in the tail section he hit us. So add his 2 die again. He says, if both elevators are inoperable, landing rolls. Okay, if tailplane root accumulates 3 hits during the mission, the tailplane rips off. If the tailplane is off, if one tailplane is off, okay, accumulates, and the tailplane rips off. If the tailplane is off, landing rolls, both tailplanes come off, bail out immediately in G7C rules. Okay. So, we got first tail hit was a 7. Hit rudder. Okay, so we'll mark that. That was the rudder. And we find out it's 1, the rudder takes a hit. With 3 hits, the rudder is inoperable on the landing roll on table, what? So, rudder took 1 hit. All right, yeah, okay, so it was rudder, landing roll, not 1, unless we get 3 hits. Okay, the next tail, he is a 7. Oh, that's a rudder again. Okay, with 3 hits, the rudder is inoperable. Okay, and next hit was a 10. This is tailplane. Okay, roll 2 die. 1 to 2, no effect. 3 equals port elevator, root hit, and starboard tailplane root hit. Okay, so let's roll 2 die and see what we end up with. All right, we end up with a 6. 6 equals starboard tailplane root hit, C. All right, so this is starboard tail plane. Plane. I got 1 hit. All right, so we don't have to worry about it unless he gets hit again. So he hit me. Successive attack. He's coming back. Let's find out where he goes. Yeah, let's see here. Successive attacks. Okay, he rolled a 6, and that is 1030 level. Well, we know who can shoot at 1030 level, don't we? Port cheek again. Port cheek. And that's a 6. 5. He missed barely. Now we go over here and determine what he gets. He has to get a 5 or a 6 to hit me. 6. He hits me. Now we need to determine how many shells. Shells hit by area A. Okay, roll 2 die. All right. And we are at 1030. So, and we roll a 6. That's 1 hit from 1030. This is here. And this is now 1 hit. 1 hit. And 1 shell. Making sure. 6. 1 shell. All right. Now we see successive attacks. Now we see where the shells hit us. 1030. Damage area. Roll 2 again. He is level, and we roll an 8. Hits the starboard wing. All right. So this is starboard wing. And let's see what happens after he hits the starboard wing. Wings, which can be very bad if we get a very bad roll. Okay, we roll 2, and we end up with a 7, which is superficial damage, no effect. So, superficial. Perfect. But he did hit us. Oh, he did hit us. He gets to come back another for his second successive attack, and that is his last attack. So let's see where he comes from. We roll 2 again, and a 7. He is coming from 12 high. Can't get rid of this guy. 12 high. Well, we already know that is the nose and the top turrets. Yeah. I need to roll a 6 to hit him. Nose. Oh, I'll have to roll it again. Nose. Missed. Top turret. Missed. He doesn't get a +1. Okay, so now, high. He can roll 5 or 6 and hit us. 4. He misses. Passes through again. Tail takes another snapshot at him. It has to be a 6 to hit him. Oh, man, way off. But that was his last attack, so he is finished. Okay, so now we move on to fighter cover. Yay. Okay, let's move this down. We can move this down. Okay. So now we go to fighter cover. Hopefully we end up with some fighter cover. We're going to roll 1 die. 6 is good. Zone 4 is good. All right. Now 4 is a -1 for the roll on waves. So let's roll for the number of waves in non-designated. And we roll in 4. 4 is 1 wave. -1 is 0. No waves. Now we go to 3. And we have, again, -1. Non-designated. Oh, we got to find out our fighter cover first. Roll 1 die. 4. And that is fair. Let's see how many waves we're going to have. 4. We're in 3, which is again -1. 3. 3 -1 is 2. That is 0 again. No waves. Okay, that doesn't sound right. I wanted to double check, and that is correct as far as the waves. So we got 0 waves. Now we move on to zone number 2. Find our fighter cover here is 1. Oh, great. That's poor. I don't even need to look at that one. But we will anyway. Yeah, poor. Now let's roll for the number of waves, except for we got -2. So if we roll a 6, we get 1 wave. We don't roll a 6, we got none. So 0 waves. None. So now, no German attack in zone 1. And now we're lining up the land back at our base. And why don't we call ourselves the 918th Bomb Group in honor of 12 O'Clock High, both the movie and the TV show. So now we need to find out the weather over England. Weather, okay, over the base. We have no modifiers because we didn't take enough damage. And weather over the base. We roll 2 and we end up with a 10, which is good weather. Good. All right, he's coming into land, which is G9. We have landing gear. No, we got that. Crew, no, got no wounds. Okay, let's see. No modifiers, so no matter what we roll, the crew is good, but we'll roll anyway. All right. And 8. Crew lands safely. And that mission 11 is in the books, folks. Made a couple of mistakes, but we went back and corrected them. So, if we take a look at our guys here, the name is the same. We went to Lorient and in the U-boat, and we got 5%. Bombardier, let's see, Bombardier he just got 1. Navigator still has, Navigator got 1, plus 1, it was a 190. I'm going to start indicating what it was. Pilot, none, obviously. Co-pilot, none. Engineer got plus 2, which was 109s. So now he has a total of 3 kills. So mission 12 will just carry down. He has 3. Radio operator, nothing. And ball turret, he had 5. He got, what did he get here? He got 3 190s and 1 110. So that's 4. So he goes into mission 12 as a plus 9. Pretty impressive. Nothing. Tail gunner, nothing. All right. So tail gunner still has 2 and 0. Let's see. He's got plus 1 now, and he's still got plus 1. So there's our paperwork is done. Flight is never over until all the paperwork is done. We've completed all the paperwork. We've debriefed. Everybody got credit for their kills. Now it's off to various clubs and maybe a trip into Archbury. But that's for another day. So we'll be back again real soon with another episode. I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying this. This week, I think I'm going to make a couple of videos dealing with this that will get me far enough ahead so that I don't have to rush to try to get them done. So, if you have any comments, any questions, anything that you like, don't like, dislike, etc., leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. But like I said, we'll be back again real soon with another episode. So as always, I'm Captain Jake, wishing you fair winds and following seas. Until next time.